Good morning from Exehaven Harbour. Now, I'm just about to start building the medium station from scale scenes. And somebody asked me how I go about doing it, and really all I'm going to show you is what I do. Now basically, when you've downloaded the kit, once you've bought it, you've got it on on your iPad or on your PC, I tend to print them on these A4 labels. Now this is one I had left over from when I built the scale scene sprayer, and basically all it is an A4 sticky label. If I can get that in shot for you, all you do is print it on your label and then peel it away, and then you stick it on the card that it's requesting for you to do. So for instance, this one I've done already was asked to be put on medium card, so I've got some medium card. I can't remember what it actually is, but it's thinner than my thickest card, and basically I cut them out, all the different pieces on that sheet, and I then, as you can see, put a paper clip on just in the relevant area, so that when I come to do the instructions or follow the instructions, you've got a point of reference and you know what's what. So just here, for example, on this sheet, that's the requested heavy card, and this is printed on 1mm card, which is the heaviest that I use for my N-gauge models, and this must be half the width of that. I can't remember what it was now, but anyway, it come in a plastic folder and without any labels. So anyway, it all works, and what I'll do is, as I progress with the build, I'll come back to you and do it from there. I mean, some of the sheets don't even request you to put it on card, and it's print only. That's the roof. It'll be interesting cutting them out, make a change from using them other fiddly tiles from York models, and there we go. So that's how I go about doing it. I'm using the A4 sticky labels. It does go on the card really well, so worth a look. Right, okay, I'll be off and cutting for a few hours, and the next you'll see is either it'll all be cut out or I'll have made some progress on actually building. So cheers for now. Right, okay, so everything has now been cut out for the medium station. I don't know about medium, there's well over 100 pieces of cutting, and they're all laid out here now on the table. It's taken me probably the best part of 2 days to cut this out. Not obviously a whole day, but I've spent probably, I think I had 2 sessions of, well, one session of 2 hours, a session of an hour and a half, and then another session of about 2.5 hours, and which saw the back of most of it, and quite a few blades as well off of my scalpel, probably about 5 blades to cut this lot, especially once we got onto the thicker card, the 1mm thick card. But the next stage is, and I've separated out the office part of the station, because it's set into 3 or 4 different modules. So this is most of the stuff, well, it is all of the parts required for the offices. There are a few more on there for another module, but that's just the way they've printed out. So the instructions say to pick out the office modules, and if you see on the bottom left there, it says medium station office module. So those are the base layers. There are some other thinner layers, and as you may have remembered, I've printed them onto A4 sticky labels, obviously cut out now, so it's just a matter of peeling them off and then sticking them onto the relevant pieces of the card as per the instructions. So there we go, quite a bit of work just cutting out, and there'll be quite a bit of work putting it all together. But these are quite detailed kits, and they are nice when they come together. Another thing that would be interesting is the roof tiles. Basically, you cut right across all of those. If you see the lines either end of the actual tiles, cut all of those out and then you put them onto the roof. So that will be interesting. If that doesn't work, then we'll go back to the roof tiles I got from the York Model Centre. So there we go. That'll be my next task, is starting to put this together. Cheers everyone. Right, so the first module is very nearly complete of the medium size station. I've added a little bit extra. I've put my own roof tiles on, or say my own. They're from York Model Rail, which I've done previously on a Metcalfe kit, which I think they just look a little bit better. But as you can see, these buildings aren't very big. This scale scenes kit has been pretty good. I think actually looking through the camera, it looks a little bit rougher than it actually is in real life, but I think it's not too bad at all actually when you look at it close up. So in real life. There are a few little bits more to do. Now I've just cut out and folded in half, which sounds easier than it sounds. Let me just put my finger by that. Where's my finger gone? There it is. This is absolutely tiny. And trying to get that folded in half has been a job in itself. Well, anyway, I've done that now and glued it. But if I go in a bit closer, it stays focused. Will it stay focused? No. But the instructions say now to cut out, to give it more realism. I think along the bottom edge you can see some black triangles, and that's to give the look of the pointed wood as such in the valance. So I'm going to have a go at that, but to be honest, I'm going to probably be ordering some station valance from either York Model Rail or scale scenes, or scale model scenes, scale model scenery, that's pre-cut plastic, because I do intend to have a go at making the station platform canopy myself, so I'll probably have it all matching, but I'm going to have a little go just to see how it looks. If it looks rubbish, it won't be put on there, but I'm hoping that it will finish it off once I get the balancing on there, one way or the other, whether I use this from the kit or the stuff that I buy. But yeah, I'm actually quite pleased with it, although like I say, with the videoing it looks a little bit rougher around the edges, but believe me, in real life that's not looking too bad. So that's where we're at with that. That has been probably, where are we now? It's probably been about 4 days in total to get to this stage, and this is just one part of the kit. So it took me a while to put the tiles on. It does take a while, and be careful if you're doing a scale scenes kit. Read the instructions in advance. Read all through the section that you're doing. Fortunately, I didn't actually do it wrong, but I forgot to put a bit on. So I reprinted the sheet again. Although it's difficult to explain, but the walls are like in 2 layers, and I'd missed something on one of the layers, so I printed it out again and redone it before it was too late. But there we've got it. So quite pleased with that so far. And like I say, from a distance, it really does look the business, but I'm almost a bit disappointed when I go up close. But after seeing Simon on Simon's Shed, it is very difficult to make an Engage kit to, you know, like to cut it out in scaling. It's very difficult. But anyway, here we are. Once I'm completely finished it, you'll get another little video at the end of it. But yeah, there we go. This has obviously got to be joined on to another section. But I do like scale scenes kits. They are very detailed, and it's just a matter of trying to get everything cut very precisely. I've invested a while back now. Let's put that in there. Swan and Morton, and I've bought a load of blades. I'm basically using 10A blades. I know there's loads of other ones, but apparently the tip on the 10As is a little bit stiffer than most of the rest. It's a little bit smaller, but you can get such precise cuts with these. But if you have got one, you'll know, and if you're going to get one, mind your fingers because they're blinking sharp. Right, okay, so that wraps that bit up for now. Speak to you soon. Cheers. Right, there we go. So that's kind of the kit finished as such. There's some tidying up to be done. The roof on the top of the main house building is not fixed basically because I want to put some lights in there. I think I want to be redoing some of the roof tiling, but we'll see how that goes in a while. I've put the balancing on the front, which I think is a little bit out of scale, but I got it from Scenic in the end, and I've painted it up in the cream colour, and we've got the Budley Regis sign on the station. I've kit bashed. I printed out the main Station Master's house module again, because if you look at pictures of Sidmouth Station, and I'm not going to show you any because I'm not really worried about any copyright issues, but basically I've cut the main house in half and made like the let's call it a bungalow for the sake of calling it anything else, and yeah, basically I've kit bashed that, and I'm really pleased how that's come out. I don't know whether you can see underneath the canopy, just about you can see there's some signs on the wall there, because this is obviously the main entrance into the station, and those signs were kindly sent to me by Tony North East, and thank you very much for that, Tony. I appreciate that a lot. And they're all pertinent to the region, and I think I've even put one on there which is an LNER poster, just by way of a nod to Tony for the region that he's modelling. So there's even the toilets at the end there, which I've done. I've made the ridge tiles out of some half round plastic card and painted them brown. Let's see if I can come around the other side so you can see that. So we're flying around now. There it is. And again, this side, there's some more signage thanks to Tony. And this will be the entrance to the platform. So, like I say, I've kit bashed the bungalow section of the building, and I'm really quite pleased with that. And again, I think I said in a previous section of this, it looks quite scruffy through the lens of the camera, but from a standing point of view, it looks really good. But you know, it is what it is, and I'm sure one day I will go and revisit it. But I'm quite pleased with that. So that's the end of really building the station for now. It'll go onto the station platform on the layout once I get out there again. And then moving on, I've been waiting for the brick paper to come for this. Although I've already done it in brick paper, I wasn't overly pleased with it. It looked okay, but it wasn't. So my Metcalfe stone work has arrived, and I shall be perhaps doing that this afternoon. So the bridge is here awaiting work. I can't complete any more track work until I've done the bridges. So that's my next job. And also I was initially going to build my own scratch built station canopy, but I decided in the end, because I couldn't get some of the parts that I wanted, they weren't quite small enough. So I'm going to kit bash the Metcalfe station canopies, and I think if I take you round like that, you can see that they run alongside each other there. Well, I want one long canopy, and I think I can do it. I've cut the bits out and I've sort of semi-tested it, and it looks like it might work. So I might need another one of these kits yet first, but we'll see it as we go along, because I can certainly make a couple of sections without running out of bits. So that's where we're at. So hopefully that's a little fill-in for now. No progress on the layout, because like I say, I've been waiting for the brick car to come in for the bridge, and it's taken a while, and it only arrived, I think it was yesterday it arrived, so I can get on with that now. And once we've got that done, I think I may produce one more film before Christmas, and then I might have a break from doing any filming, and I'll try and make some headway with the track laying once I've got the bridges done. So we'll leave it from there for now. Hopefully I can do another one. I'll probably do an update of how the bridges look in the next couple of weeks, and hopefully any progress with the platform canopy. So that's where we're at. Cheers everybody. Thanks for watching as ever. Thanks to all the subscribers. I've had a fair few more subscribers actually lately, which I'm quite pleased about. And it's always good when people do that. So like I say, thanks very much, and we'll speak soon. Cheers now.